What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined tonight by the man, Sean Petrucci. How we doing, Sean?
Doing well. How you doing?
Can't complain. We have some fun stuff to talk about tonight involving Corey Kluber making his Yankees spring training debut. However, before we do that, everyone, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have daily uploads every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, so stay tuned for that. But today, I really do want to talk about Corey Kluber's spring training debut for the Yankees. I know we kind of did this a couple days ago with Jameson Taillon because he recently made his Yankees spring training debut as well. Let me just preface this by saying take it with a grain of salt. Just because Corey Kluber looked very impressive in his first start, it's not something to get way too excited over, and it's not something to get mad over if he would have done bad. It's spring training. However, it's a very good sign to see that he's confident on the mound and getting acclimated again in a good way after being out for about 2 years. His line for the day was 2 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, and 3 strikeouts, only threw 22 pitches. Now, Sean, I'm going to be honest. This is like an ideal scenario as far as like Corey Kluber's first spring training appearance with the Yankees. He looks like he hasn't skipped a beat at this point.
Yeah, and as impressive as it was, and it's really good to see that he's comfortable, he looks healthy, all of his stuff looks good. Keep in mind that, this wasn't the Blue Jays, best hitters. I think the best hitter in that top 6 was Rowdy Tellez or Hernandez maybe. So you got to keep that in mind. But in general, it makes me feel excited because if he comes out there and he lays an egg, it's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like you get a little nervous just because of his injury history and performance down like a little bit. So if he comes out and he doesn't perform well, then it starts to raise questions. But I think for now, everyone's excited about it.
Yeah, I'm going to grab this post-appearance quote from Yahoo Sports. Listen, it's me and Sean kind of read this over before, and it sounds a little bit awkward, but I'm reading word for word, guys. So if it sounds weird, blame Yahoo. Apparently, Corey Kluber said, I feel like I was pretty solid. First and foremost, I think it was nice to get out there and face another team. Fun to get out there and face another team. I don't know if he actually repeated it, but that's what Yahoo got. So after leaving the game, he said, I was joking around afterwards that it was the first time I went multiple innings against a real opponent in almost 2 years, which is too long. Yeah, because in 2019, or was it 2020 with the Rangers?
2020, he threw 1 inning.
Yeah, 1 inning, and then that was donezo for the season. So, yeah, I think it's kind of fun that he could, like, joke around about it. Like I said, I don't know if he actually said that it was fun to face another team twice. I guess we'll see. But he also said it was fun to get out there, and obviously it was a bonus that it went well as well. But I think first and foremost, I just want to get out there and feel the adrenaline of being in a game and stuff again. Now, this is another quote. I don't know why they threw the and stuff again in there, but no. Like on a serious note, I think this is kind of like the Taillon thing in the sense of post-game comments. You love to hear that the guy is feeling confident and healthy. Those are the two things that you want to hear out of a player who hasn't pitched in 2 seasons, regardless of their performance. I mean, because obviously we want to see them perform well, their first game back, but that's not necessarily the first thing we're looking at. We're looking about whether they're comfortable on the mound and whether they still feel healthy on the mound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't really care if he let up a couple hits or like whatever it is. As long as he looks comfortable, his stuff looks good, gives up a couple weak hits, that's all you can really ask for. I mean, if he's coming out there and he's all wild and he just can't seem to get comfortable, then you get a little bit worried. But yeah, like we said before, I'm excited. I'm happy.
Yeah, I think we talk about this all the time with every player on the Yankees, but like obviously we have to keep repeating it. The key with Corey Kluber this season is health. He's a guy, former Cy Young winner. I think he has 2 Cy Youngs actually.
2.
An absolute beast. He was with the Indians in the entirety of his career, besides that 1 inning with the Rangers. I have high expectations for Corey Kluber going into the season, and I think he has high expectations for himself. Like I mentioned, he's been in the league for, I believe, over 10 years now at this point. He knows his body. He knows his level of performance. So I think that I kind of want to say he's kind of like on the same page as Cole in the terms of like owning his craft and just like being a perfectionist in the sense of, we know Corey Kluber isn't going to go out there and be satisfied with a 4.5 ERA. Like, he's a gamer. He has multiple postseason appearances under his belt. He has I believe he pitched in World Series Game 7. So like the dude's a gamer, and I think that if he could stay healthy this season, we're looking at the Yankees solidified number 2 behind Garrett Cole, and it'll be a competition between him and Taillon for it. But I think going into the year, you would have to assume Kluber has that spot behind Cole.
Yeah, and he's got a lot to prove. I mean, a lot to prove. Not pitching in 2 years. He's on a 1-year deal. So this is I don't want to say make or break for the rest of his career, because if he comes out and lays an egg, I still think another team gives him a chance.
Yeah.
But I think this would help him a lot. I mean, this would lock up, the back half of his career with a good year here. So,
No, I know.
I think he's got a lot to prove.
I think that's kind of like an interesting point to talk about, because I know we're jumping way to conclusions here, but I think regardless of how Kluber performs this season, based off, we're going off his first spring training start here, but let's just say he either has a great year or a really bad year. I think that this is his only year with the New York Yankees. I just can't see the Yankees signing him to a multi-year deal next year.
I think
because if he has a good season, he's going to be looking for a multi-year deal, which I don't think the Yankees will give him. Mm-hmm. And if he has a bad season, the Yankees aren't going to bring him back. So I think that just leads me to believe it's like a one and done.
Fair. That's definitely fair to say, because he's probably looking at maybe like a 4-year deal after this.
How old is he? 32? 33?
That's what I'm assuming. I think he's around there. So maybe like a 3-4 year deal. And if he pitches very well this season, he's going to get more than the 11 that he got this season.
He's 34, so I think if he has a good, I could see 2 to 3 year deal.
And I don't see the Yankees giving him like 15 a year or something like that, because obviously it would be more than the 11 he's getting.
Yeah, they won't, because I think that they're going to see Severino as just like he's going to be replacing Kluber in the rotation going into 2022. And they also still have Tyone under control, so it's not like they necessarily have to worry about that. They're still going to have Monty. They're still going to have Devi. So I think that's why 2021 is kind of a key year for the Yankees rotation, because you're going to have Sevy coming back like mid-season to add on to a Kluber, Tyone, Monty, Davey. So Kluber, we say that this is going to be a make or break year for Kluber. I don't think it's going to be a make or break year for Kluber's career with the Yankees, but I think it is for his career in general. Because let's say he does have a down year, he'll be lucky to get the contract that he got with the Yankees this year.
He'll just get another 1-year deal for
it's definitely not going to be for the same amount of AAV, though.
A couple million less, maybe like 7 or so. So I think it's big for him. And I don't think we can completely rule out, the more I think about it, because if he pitches really, really well, to a 3-something ERA, maybe the Yankees bring him back. I think it depends a lot on the growth of Devi and Monty.
That's true.
If they trust those two guys completely, then they'll feel comfortable letting Kluber go. But if they don't have behind Cole, Sevy, and Tyone, they might want to bring back Kluber.
It's possible. So, regardless, though, we're jumping to all these conclusions based on his 2 innings of spring training. However, he's definitely a guy in the rotation I'm looking forward to seeing throughout the rest of the spring, throughout the regular season. I think he could be a big help, especially in the postseason. Got that postseason experience under his belt. So, that is going to wrap things up for us today. Wish Corey Kluber the best. He's healthy. He's looking good. Everyone, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you stay notified when we go live and make new posts every day at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.